Hello, folks. ExParrot. Gonna do a casual, spontaneous 2019 core set draft. It's one of the 750 gem ones, except I have the gold built up, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 5,000 gold to go ahead and do it. As this is kind of spontaneous, and I need to do it while the baby's napping, we'll go ahead and just get started immediately. So, let's see. I mean, Banefire is a decent removal spell. But I think I really like Snapping Drake in this setup. Good flyer. Doom Dissenter's not bad here. I mean, Ghost Gas Spark Twins is great. Nice big fat creature. Disperse. Infectious Horror. Elvish Rejuvenator. This is not really that great a pack. I'm going to be honest here. Maybe take Knight's Pledge. Ghost Form, Uncomfortable Chill. Comfortable Chill seems like a pretty good card for this deck. Not a great one, though. I don't know. I'm just kind of already having problems with this draft. Frilled Sea Serpent's a great creature in the late game. Where is all the removal? That's what I'd like to know. I don't need too many Frilled Sea Serpents. Oaken Form's not bad. Manolith is eh. Two-Headed Zombie's not bad. I'm going to go with the Swift Claw, though, because I'm already trying to do white-blue. We got Restwing, Aviation Pioneer, which I'm thinking the Pioneers could be the best one right now. Johnny's Welcome. Nope, locks it on. Linebreaker's better. Rustwing Falcon. Guess a Gearsmith Prodigy. Maybe I can... Oh, there's an artifact. Inspired Charge. Why not? Knight's Pledge. Oaken Form just because. Smelt. Whoever smelted dealt it. Alright, Wind Reader Sphinx is pretty much a guaranteed pull here. Because it's just going to be great in the late game. Eye of the Tusk, I don't want to have too many good creatures. Or too many big creatures, I should say. I always want a lot of great creatures, but I don't want too many big creatures. I'm looking at the difference between Scholar of the Stars and Cancel. I think Scholar is going to be better for me because this is going to be a deck that I want to drop things down repeatedly. I think I might go ahead and take either the Angel of the Dawn or the Gin of Wishes. I think a Gin of Wishes might be better in this, just barely. Do I want another Loxodon Online Breaker? Yeah, why not? Almost tempted to take the Lightning Mirror for... Okay, well, I think I'll go ahead and take a pick 5 Tezzeret. And I'm really kind of thinking Exclusion Mage might be pretty good. Sleep is a great card. Tap all their creatures they don't untap during next turn. Seems pretty good. Go ahead and take that mage. I'm going to take Anticipate on this one. I'm going to go ahead and take Cancel. I've already got a pretty good set of creatures. We'll take the Wall of Mist. Take Naturalize, just in case I need a sideboard card. Tolarian Scholar, because why not? I got another Tusk anyway. So, open the Graves, or an Angel of the Dawn, or a Leonin Vanguard. Thinking Leonin or not Leonin, Angel. This could be one of those. Oh man, I really could use. Now I've already decided I wasn't going to play Desecrated Tomb in that deck. We're going to take Omen Speaker. It's a good card. Militia Bugler has not impressed me in the draft format, mainly because I tend to play a lot of creatures that it can't find. But I have enough creatures right now to actually make it playable, so I'll take Militia Bugler. Omniscience. Really? Why not? I don't think I'll play it. Why not? Alright, so Shield Mare is a good creature. Hard to kill, gains me life. Ether Tunnel, however, makes one of my creatures just completely unblockable. But sets up for a lot of 2-for-1s. I'm going to go with Shield Mare. I will go ahead and take Vengeance. It's a good, well, it's a decent kill spell for me. I'm going to take Giggersmith Guardian, give me another artifact. Dwindle is it's going to be an okay removal spell. Lean and Vanguard wheeled around. I'm going to take a Johnny's Welcome just for standard. Uncomfortable Chill. Root Snare, why not? I don't care. Uncomfortable Chill again. I don't need a big creature, so Solarian Scholar it is. Fire Element, alright. Okay, good. I did actually remember to have my mic unmuted. Thing to check after I've already done the draft, because that makes sense. Let's face it, Omniscience is never going to hit the board. I'm going to drop Knight of Tusk out of the deck. It's just too expensive. I've got a lot on the high end of stuff already. Johnny's Welcome. Just don't need it. Probably get rid of the wall. This is more an aggressive deck. Aviation Pioneer is going to be good. I may leave the one cancel in the deck just as a sort of fun card. We'll get rid of Tolarian Scholars. I won't need them. Uncomfortable Chill is a nice draw card plus combat trick. Sleep is just going to be an MVP. Yeah, and you're already like, I'm already looking at my stuff going, gee, it might be great if I went ahead and, you know, didn't stack on the high end of stuff here. Like Gearsmith Guardian, I've got so many blue creatures though. I'm paying 5 for a 5/5. I've got so many ways to produce artifacts with Tezzeret and Aviation Pioneer plus the Field Creeper. Field Creeper's going to go. I'm not going to stack that much artifact stuff. I really am not. So I'm not going to worry about the artifacts at all. Tezzeret can bring out some artifacts. Definitely going to need to make sure I stack stuff. Keep a lot of my lower end stuff. So I may drop an Uncomfortable Chill. Drop an Inspired Charge. I may actually drop the Frilled Sea Serpent. I'll probably regret that later. I know I'm getting rid of Aviation Pioneer because I got rid of the artifact setup that I had. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's drop one more Uncomfortable Chill. I just need to drop one more card. I don't want it to be a land. I actually want to run 17 lands because I want to be comfortably hitting 3, if not 4 lands early in the game. So we're going to drop a Knight's Pledge. We'll go with this and see how bad it is. I got to hit 6 wins to hit the break-even point, but since I spent gold, honestly, anything is a break-even point because I'll be getting gems back as rewards. You can have 2 losses. The third loss just ends your run. 7 wins is living the dream. You get to finish a tournament out. Ugh. You know what? I'm going to keep this. Hope to draw some early stuff. I've got 4 lands. A lot of my stuff is centered around 3. I should draw into some kind of creature base. It's not necessarily a fast format. I will apparently go ahead and draw Tezzeret and the Angel of Dawn. Departed Deckhand. So this is actually going to be a really great 2-for-1. Because the minute it becomes a target of a spell. Yeah. I'll go ahead and return it to his hand, her hand, their hand. Because it's not a target of a spell, target of ability. It's not going to be sacrificed. But it does slow him down by 1 turn. I will be able to get the Shield Mare into play and gain 3 life and have a defensive board up. In fact, enough. I'm going to go ahead and swing with the Exclusion Mage, see if they want to trade. They do not. Oh, I can't block with the Shield Mare. I can only be blocked by spirits. So I guess it doesn't matter anyway. So this is going to be a really nice setup here. I'm going to drop the Angel of the Dawn. All my creatures will gain +1/+1 in Vigilance, assuming my opponent does not have a counterspell. Because they paused, making me wonder. So I'm going to be able to swing out with my creatures and still have them back as blockers, which none of them are spirits, so they can't block the Departed Deckhand. But you never know what else my opponent might play. Disperse. Targeting Shield Mare, I'll gain 3 life. Not exactly the best option, but on the other hand, Exclusion Mage would allow me to bounce a creature, so I guess it's the lesser of 2 weasels. Yes, I said weasels. Switcheroo. That's evil. I like it. Oh, didn't work out the way I thought it would. Apparently it didn't work out the way they thought it would either. Because I thought it would cause them to sacrifice the creature and then they would get my creature. And apparently not. So Tezzeret's going to come down, make a Thopter. And they're going to go ahead and say, yeah, we're done. I really wish Switcheroo did work that way, because that would be funny. My reward, Ravenous Harpy, nobody cares. Alright, so 1 win. Number of packs you get is going to be 1. Bonus pack chance, you get 2 packs, you make it all the way to the end. Number of gems goes up as you progressively get more wins. White blue is a pretty good color combination in this. I did not see any Luminous Bonds, though. Luminous Bonds is a very popular control card in this format, the M19 draft. I got none. I'm relying on beating my opponent up, I guess. So turn 1, lean in Vanguard. Turn 2, take Vengeance as necessary. Hope to draw into an island. Oof, Novice Knight. Very good creature. There's an island. So that's going to slow down my offense completely. I can turn 3 Exclusion Mage it off the board, which is nice if they go ahead and enchant it. Oh, if they go ahead and equip it, I can use Take Vengeance to destroy it here pretty soon. That'll help. But Marauder's X is going to be a pain in the butt. It's a great equipment card for this format. And it means I'm going to take 4, because I can't imagine that they're not going to equip the Novice Knight. Yep, there it is. Swing 4, take it. Go ahead and take Vengeance on the creature. Or, better yet, honestly, let's just go ahead and Exclusion Mage. That's going to slow him down a turn or 2. And it's going to allow me to be able to swing with the lean in Vanguard. Go ahead and equip, as expected. No attackers. I'm back up at 20, so I can take another hit from Novice Knight. That doesn't bother me. At some point here, actually, pretty soon here, I'm going to have nothing but non-creature spells in hand, so I'll be able to hold up mana for cancel. If they get enough board down, just sleep their board and start swinging. Take a drink. It's getting empty, though. They may not swing with Novice Knight just because they're afraid of me double or triple blocking. I don't know. They're considering their options right now. Bird was landing on that gargoyle. How rude. Alright, they're now in the rope stage. If they don't play a card soon, they will be timed out. They're clearly there because I can see they're highlighting. Ooh, Knight's Pledge is not going to give a Vigilance. So it's going to be a very nice blowout when I take Vengeance it. I wish they'd do something, though. I will go ahead and take the 6. I'm not going to block. A land would be nice. I could go ahead and take Vengeance and keep Cancel up. They're roping again because they're taking so long to make a decision. If they're going to cast something, I wish they would, because then I know they don't have Cancel. Luminous Bonds on the Exclusion Mage. I'm good with this. Oh, no, Shield Mare, excuse me. So, take Vengeance. Boom, boom. Destroy the creature. Luminous Bonds will not remove the Leon Vanguard's pump ability because it does count as a creature still. It just can't do anything. More land, but actually allow me to drop the Wind Reader Sphinx. I do not have the mana up for Cancel, unfortunately. Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. That'll bring back the Novice Knight. So if they do that, I can go ahead and sleep the Novice Knight and then swing it at Johnny before it becomes a pain in my butt. Yep, they'll go ahead and equip it, no doubt. That works. Alright, so finally draw the land. Go ahead and cast Sleep. Two at a Johnny. If it'll let me do it. Two at my opponent. And they have 2 cards in hand. I'm hoping land mostly, because that'll give me time to recover before the Novice Knight comes back online. If I can get the Wind Reader Sphinx on the board, I'm in great shape. Mentor of the Meek. Good card. Right now, I'm really thinking Cancel needs to be left up as an option. We're going to go ahead and switch it over to the other creature. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and swing. I mean, I really need to go ahead and get some damage in. I can always uncomfortable chill to reduce the damage I'm going to take, plus draw a card. I have Cancel available. If I draw one more land, Cloud Reader Sphinx comes down, and I have a 3/7 flyer. That gives me a card of 10 attacks. I'm going to let the Rest-Winged Falcon resolve. It's not that big a deal. Well, I guess I hadn't considered that. Plus, they could drop the Marauder's Axe on it. But Cloud Reader Sphinx is not going to worry about it too much. They're going to go ahead and move the Marauder Axe Novice Knight, no doubt. Resolve. I'm going to go ahead and chill. Boom. That's going to reduce the damage I'm going to take to 2. Allow me to draw my land to drop the Sphinx in play. I wish I had some mana available to cancel as well, but that's already 7 mana to drop that creature. Move it over to the West-Wing Falcon. Yeah, what a big surprise here. I'm going to go ahead and swing first. See if they want to trade. Yep, Exclusion Mage trade with West-Wing Falcon is a great deal for me. Second main. Wind Reader Sphinx comes down as a 3/7. Get a nice from my opponent. Nice thing, really nice thing about it is it blocks anything they have quite effectively. Looks like they don't have Luminous Bonds because they would have dropped that immediately. Well, I'm presuming. Alright, yeah, they didn't drop Luminous Bonds. So, I am thinking my creature base is going to stay back against the Novice Knight, and I'll be attacking with just the Flyer. We'll go ahead and take action, draw a card. See if they've got something. Nope. I'm gonna be keeping cancel up now because I have to keep this creature alive. I have lethal on the board next turn. And they apparently did not draw an answer, so game 2 to me, 2-0. Claim my gold. Alright, so 2-0. Moving on. One of the big things for this format is to learn what color combinations tend to work out better. That way you can kind of look for those colors. You're not drafting in a pod of 8. You're not playing against the players in your pod, which means you're going to get some really lazy drafting skills, unfortunately, because in a regular 8-person pod, in a tournament, you will draft against those players, and so you're limited on color choices because you're competing for those colors with those same opponents. And in some tournaments, you'll often play against the players in those pods. I'll go ahead and keep both those cards on top. And so you have to kind of keep that thing in mind. Now, in a larger local gaming store where there's like, say, 3 pods of 8, it's going to work out a little bit different for you because there's 24 players in the tournament. You're not always going to be playing against the players in your pod. But the point I'm trying to make with this is you can safely, in Arena, look for a particular color combination and often get into it just because the bots aren't necessarily going to do that. Like in Guild of Ravnica, apparently the bots really favor Boros and Dimir right now because of early complaints that they weren't. And that will affect the way you're going to draft. You can look at other colors and know they're probably going to be open. Now, the bots tend to favor whiteness because I don't tend to see Luminous Bonds nearly as much. I didn't open any packs. Creatures that control are going to gain trample, and then they decided, no, not so much. I am going to go ahead and attack with the Loxodon Linebreaker. It's probably a bad play. I could have waited till next turn for the Angel of the Dawn, but I really wanted to try and clean up the board a little bit. Plus, this does leave me mana open for cancel. They're in their combat step. Anomander, hello, as my opponent. I'm going to go ahead and block the Omen Speaker. And I'm going to say no to the blowout attempt. So just one, plus it does open up for me to go Angel of the Dawn. And attack with Omen Speaker, since it has +1/+1 in Vigilance till end of turn. So that's a free 2 points of damage, plus I now have a 3/3 creature in the air. Interesting, they tapped the red. I may be the auto tapper doing that. They may not have a red card in hand. That's really bad information to be giving me. Better off tapping 2 islands. Then you could sit there and say, well, I have an island, I have a mountain, so I could have anything. Angel, of course, is going to attack. I'll have Take Vengeance open as a sorcery, though. But I can anticipate at the end of their turn and look for a better card. Kind of get my pressure going again. They're going to go ahead and disperse it. That's interesting. No damage in turn. I'm not going to recast the Angel immediately because I would like to anticipate in the turn. Untap, yeah, they can have that, and then drop the Angel and have Omen Speaker available for attacking. Mind you, with their creature base, that's not going to work out too well. Unless they really want to try and do this. Alright, well. They may have another Trumpet Blast, or they may just be trying to eke a point of damage through. Yep. Let's say if they have a Trumpet Blast, I'll lose my Omen Speaker, not a big deal. We will anticipate into turn. I can take Vengeance on one of their creatures in a pinch. We will take the Shield Mare, because it's going to be a good blocker. Alright, so we have a choice. I'm going to go with the Djinn of Wishes this turn. Because I can drop the Angel next turn, that they know I have, and then I can swing for 5 in the air with the Djinn. Do they have a cancel? They do. They went ahead and used it on that rather than the Angel of the Dawn. Give my opponent props on that one. I forgot to count their mana and walked right into it. I could have done Take Vengeance plus Shield Mare very easily. Alright, let's see. Trumpet Blast? Trumpet Blast. Alright, well. There goes one of my creatures. So, I'm going to go ahead and do it this turn. We're going to drop the Shield Mare, gain 3 life. And then we're going to go ahead and take Vengeance on a Gearsmith Prodigy, because they get bigger if they control an artifact. Well, I should have done Omen Speaker, because Omen Speaker can block the Shield Mare. I was worried more about power, and I shouldn't have been. If they go ahead and try and remove the Shield Mare, they do give me 3 life for it. Alright. Shield Mare versus Gearsmith Prodigy. They almost certainly have a combat trick of some kind. Sure Strike. Well, that was the one I was hoping they wouldn't have. I must have magic open too long. The memory leak's starting to creep in. Alright. Any attacks at this point, you can pretty much guarantee they've got a combat trick in play. Ah, Rogue Gloves. That's not fun. And they have a Lightning Strike for the Angel of Dawn. They're running out of cards. I'm in top deck mode, but pretty much so are they. And of course I'm going to draw some land. This is bad. No blocker means they can equip the Rogue's Gloves to say Gearsmith Prodigy and guarantee drawing an extra card every turn. And the last thing I need is them getting card advantage when I'm drawing land. So we'll see. If I draw another land, it's pretty much game. It's not. Let's see if they've got the cancel. If they do, it's pretty much game. Opponent's saying good game already. Don't be that person, dude. Don't be a dick. And you're muted. Alright. See, that's, I'm going to say it out loud on the stream for everybody to hear. That's a kind of a dick move. It's not a good game. They don't have lethal on the board. There's no saying the game's over. Unless he's got a handful of nothing but cancels, it's premature celebration just to be rude. Don't be that person, people. They're playing a 60-card draft deck, really? I'm going to go ahead and drop the Dwindle on the Gearsmith Prodigy. Let's see if they have another cancel. If they don't, it cuts the damage they're taking down to 1. Okay, they're got uncomfortable chill in response. Whatever. Gearsmith Prodigy is now not going to be attacking, so they have 1 damage coming through a turn. Divination. And if I can drop a blocker and get it through against the Omen Speaker, I'm in better shape. Now, they can move it. Well, it doesn't matter. All I gotta do is get a blocker, and suddenly things could turn around a little bit. It's not to say that they will. Snapping Drake comes down. The opponent may have been just trying to make me concede the game by saying, good game. Horizon Scholar, that's a big flyer. I get to scry 2. That's not good for me. I don't have a lot of ways of dealing with it necessarily. Are they really going to sit there and say good game every single turn until I concede? You know, tell you what, dude. If that's the way you want to be about it, I'm going to cast Sleep. Oh, look, all your creatures are tapped. I can swing in for 3. Manolith comes down. Sarkhan Fireblood. We're going to drop a double cast in order to draw a card. I'm going to get a Militia Bugler down now. Use that to pick up the Exclusion Mage, who is going to come down and bounce the Horizon Scholar, because why not? Then we're going to swing at Sarkhan Fireblood. You're saying, yes, that gives them a scry 2 effect, but it also slows them down a turn. I don't care if they scry 2 right now. I care if they can swing over with a Horizon Scholar for the win. Plus, let me take a swing at Sarkhan just to irritate my opponent. I mean, this game is probably over unless I draw like Knight's Pledge, or the Aven Wind Mage, or even a Westwing Falcon, something that lets me kill the Horizon Scholar. But mostly I'm just sticking this out because my opponent was just being rude. I'm not even sure they were trying to be rude, but yeah, you can't use that mana to do... Aha! Speaking of Knight's Pledge, look, I now have a blocker for your Horizon Scholar. Unless you've got an answer for the Snapping Drake. In which case, yes, you swing over. Ah, that's the good game. There. Now I'll go ahead and say good game because you actually have the win. Don't celebrate early, people. They celebrated 3 turns in a row, and every turn I managed to stop them. So anyway, what does that put me at? 2-1? Yep, 2-1. So next game. Moriah. Hello, Moriah. All right. We will boop the kitty on the nose for good luck. It's not the best hand, but it's playable. I've got a turn 1 drop. If I can draw some land, I can be in decent shape here. Dwindle's going to take one of their creatures right off the board, like the Child Knight. Once I get to that point. Alright, I'm going to hold up the mana and have a blocker up for their child. Skymarch Bloodletter. Boo. I will take it. I'll lose a life, they'll gain a life. If they want to attack with a child, I will trade. Choose your destiny. They are choosing not to attack, so I guess that allows me to safely anticipate for land number 3. There it is. Ugh. We'll go ahead and dwindle on the Sky March Bloodletter. Loxodon Linebreaker. Now they've got a Loxodon Linebreaker. And a Vampire Neonate. Each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Alright. And they're choosing not to attack again. I could drop Shieldmare. I'm going to go with the Loxodon Linebreaker at the moment. It lines up better against Loxodon Linebreaker because I just don't want to trade with the Shieldmare right now. I think... Let's see if they got a combat trick. Right now, it feels like my opponent's kind of inexperienced with this format. They're not really taking advantage of situations they could that would let them take my creatures off the board. And the problem is they're going to start falling behind now. Especially once I can draw lands 4 and 5. Because then I've got Snapping Drake, I've got Angel of Dawn, I've got Gin of Wishes, and then at 7 mana I've got Wind Reader Sphinx, and they are low on life. Or not low on life, but low on cards. They do have a lot of life gain at the moment. Vampire Neonate is going to let them do some nasty things. So I'm going to go ahead and swing with the Rustwing Falcon. Because if worse comes to worse, I can use the Uncomfortable Chill. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Snapping Drake, though. I'm going to start putting threats on the board. Vampire Neonate, yes. Drain me 1 life at a time. Ravenous Harpy, that's a nasty one. So, we're going to go ahead and drop the Angel of the Dawn, because that's going to make all of my creatures bigger and have vigilance, so I can get in a nice attack this turn. Let's see what my opponent wants to do. Ravenous Harpy can do some nasty things. So he's probably... Oh, they're going to try and take my Rustwing Falcon out by sacking a couple of creatures. Which is fine with me. Once they've stacked a lot of counters for Ravenous Harpy, I can bounce it off the board or do something else. Like an Uncomfortable Chill. Destroy target creature. They've got a nice life gain theme going. Takes 2 to do. Alright, no blockers. Gin of Wishes can come down and fight the Harpy quite well, except it won't need to. I overtapped. Oops. I don't have a need for that mana anyway, but still, kind of embarrassing. But I also can double block the Ravenous Harpy now. At that point, if they want to start sacking creatures, it's really bad for them. Okay, good. They're not going to. I can go ahead and drop the Leonin Vanguard and start gaining life of my own. Go ahead and pass turn. I could have exiled a card using the Gin of Wishes, and I didn't. Oh well, we'll worry about it next turn. I wanted to keep mana open for Uncomfortable Chill anyway. Alright, so, let's make a wish. response. Done. We'll cast the Locks on Online Breaker for free. We'll pass turn again. Opponent's going to continue draining me for life. So eventually, at some point, I'm going to have to get things going. All right. We'll go ahead and play the Windreader Sphinx. Because now when my creatures with flying attack, I'm going to start drawing some major cards out of the deal. But I want to wait till I have Uncomfortable Chill up and available. Either that or get a nice sleep in, if I can draw sleep. Vampire Neonate means they're going to start draining my life at a higher rate. That's bad. Luminous Bonds on the Windreader means it can't attack, but I still gain its effect, which is nice. Combat. No, I don't want to do that. Attack. If my opponent will let me attack. Hit resolve. Thank you. One attacker. Draw a card. Yes, I want to draw a card. Drew an island. Boo. Okay, I'm more than happy to do this. Let's do this. Alright, you want to go ahead and kill it? It's going to take you most of your board to do it. Didn't think so. We'll expand my board out a little bit further. I really want sleep. I want to get enough damage down that I can practically do lethal off the sleep. Well, that's a help. Takes 4 to do that. All right. Good. Ah, you're actually going to let me have it. Good. About friggin' time. We're going to do a wish. I cannot play this card, so I'm just going to exile the land. I don't need it anyway. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter token with flying. And then pass turn. Okay, opponent's going to drain me again. I'm at 18, they're at 33. Lean and Vanguard is going to keep my life up a little bit. Oh my goodness, another land. So, let's take the last wish counter off of this. And it's an island, so it's going to go to exile. We're going to go ahead and draw a card off of this. I don't have 3 artifacts, I only draw 1. Alright, Knight's Pledge. I'm going to drop it on that gem. Make it a 6/6. I'm only going to attack with the 1, which allows me to draw another card. I'm at 11 cards in my deck. I draw another land. I have nothing but gas left in my deck. So at some point, I am going to draw something good here. Preferably before my opponent drains me to death. Two-headed zombie, yep. There's a cancel. That's something. Let's go ahead and draw a card. And look, another land. I only have 3 lands left in my entire deck. I have 9 cards left. So something other than land would be nice at this point. Alright. I'm going to attack with 4 creatures. I need to start getting something going here. I need to get this board cleared off a little bit. This will be the way to do it. It leaves them very limited on creatures they can utilize now, and they also lose their life gain. No, I'm not going to let you have Open the Graves. Sorry. It's a very good card, and I don't need it on the board. And I am rapidly running out of cards in my deck here, so... Oh no, Sleep's on the bottom of my deck? That's bad. Alright, Exclusion Mage is good, though. Exclusion Mage says, hey, Ravenous Harpy's going off the board. We'll go ahead and create a 1/1 token. I may draw a card. I believe I'm going to decline drawing a card since I'm down to 8 cards in my deck. Start taking my opponent down bit by bit. It's going to take time because they're gaining life. I'm down on cards. 8 cards left in my deck. So that's how many turns I have left to do this. I may draw a card. I'm going to choose not to at this time. Sleep is the very bottom card. I think to get around this problem, I may have to emblem Tezzeret, which will then shuffle my deck. They're really trying to keep their Vampire Neonate in play no matter what. But I think sooner or later they're not going to have much of a choice. Problem is if I take the emblem, that's going to speed up the rate at which I deck because I have to search for a yeah, that takes out that creature. Alright. It's going to speed up the rate at which I deck myself. But by the same token, I really need to shuffle my deck because Sleep lets me pretty much win this game. Decline. 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 Loxodon Linebreaker can be blocked by the Skeleton Archer, which is fine. They're seriously going to block that way? Seems bad. They're going to block with a Neonate. Really? They're going to drain for 1 before it dies. Okay. Whatevs. Put the counter on the Ravenous Harpy. You hoping to take down Tezzeret before I emblem? I mean, if you really want to take Tezzeret down, I don't mind. Nope, they decided not to. We're going to go ahead and scry 2, which is actually going to let me scry 2 cards to the bottom and move sleep up that much higher. So, we're going to scry both of those to the bottom. Take a look at my deck. I now have sleep 3 cards down. We are going to go ahead and create a Thopter token. Yes, I could go ahead and draw sleep off of these 3. I'm not in any rush to bring myself that much closer to decking. Block. Ping me. Sacked Ravenous Harpy so he can kill the Drake and survive. And have the creature survive. That's fine. Yep, there it is. You're at 5. I'm going to draw the last unknown card, which is going to be Take Vengeance. Oh, that sucks. Luminous Bonds and the Gin of Wishes. That's going to really, really affect my ability to do this. But as it turns out, it's not going to be a huge deal, because I can draw a card. Grab Militia Bugler. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Crap. Alright. That's alright. I can do this next turn. No attackers in turn. Next turn, barring anything surprising from my opponent, I cast Sleep and swing for lethal. Finally. After an almost 20-minute game. And they concede. Oh, wow. What a game. So what does that make me? 3-1? I was hoping to get through my games a little bit faster than that. This is a rare. And it's Sulphur Falls. I needed that. So, 3-1. Moving on. Got the SCG tour open on Twitch, but on silent right now because I'm streaming. And I've been seeing Jeskai Control every round. If Jeskai Control becomes a big thing in Modern, I think it's going to make Modern a worse place. Because it's really an interesting format, but when Control decks flood the format, it just slows everything down and makes it kind of eh. So I'll open up with Leonin Vanguard. I've got 2 3-drops in hand. 3 3-drops in hand. Swing 1. Pass turn. My wife has a roast in the oven and it smells friggin' fabulous because she's an awesome cook. Fountain of Renewal from my opponent. Tell you what, I'm going to drop the ground creature because it does more damage. I can drop the flyer next turn, especially if they drop a creature on the board. Fountain of Renewal is going to slow me down. Just straight up going to slow me down. Chaos Wand. Okay, so what does that allow them to do? Exiles cards from the top of the library until they exile an instant or source they may cast without paying its cost. Groovy. You do you. Leonin Vanguard starts pumping up now, making it easier on me. I don't have a ton of instants or sorceries left in my deck, so I don't see them doing that much. That seems good. I'm going to cast the important one, Sleep. Start getting my damage in. That leaves Anticipate. and Uncomfortable Chill still in my deck. So not a whole lot of options for them to utilize. Worse yet, that puts them at 7, 8 now with the Founding Renewal, and they cannot block me next turn. I can dwindle Sun Cleanser. Which will put them on very low life and no real answer. Or, if I can draw a land, I can take Vengeance and Dwindle. I drew the land, so I'm going to take Vengeance on the Night Token, because I don't know if they have a way to bring things back. That'll pump up the Aven Wind Mage for another point. Dwindle will not, because it's instant or sorcery only. Now I have 8. They have no choice but to block. Unless they want to gain 3 life. Like that. And they're going to take it, go to 3. Go to 4. So Wind Mages could be the only attacker. Found Renewal is going to slow me down to basically doing 1 point of damage a turn. And Pegasus Course is going to slow me down to doing no damage a turn. And I'm going to draw land now. At least the advantage is I can't attack with the Pegasus Courser right now. Target creature gains +3/+3. All creatures able to block it must do so this turn. Lovely. That's a pretty good trick because now all creatures must block it and they can pretty much wipe out my board. So I gotta give my opponent props on that, especially when I keep drawing land, which doesn't allow me to do anything. They're gonna take out my last blocker and start swinging. Alright, I've drawn 8 of my 17 lands. Hey, Militia Bugler. That lets me look for another creature with any luck. And I can get the Rest-Wing Falcon off of it. Drop that, and I have blockers for both their creatures. Sort of. They can swing with both their creatures, but then I can crack back. That's the combo. Johnny's Primate plus Fountain of Renewal. I may be conceding this game soon. Because they've got blockers for days. And I drew another land. Not going to stick around. Not going to stick around and drag this game out when I've lost it. Alright, so that puts me at what, 3-2? Well, I was doing great early on. Now I'm coming up against decks that are just a little bit better against me. Okay, so... And they're on the play again. I think I'm on the play one time. I've got a decent starting board. Let's see how well it pairs up against theirs. I really need to restart Arena here soon. It's lagging. Arestos Swiftclaw. No attackers, or no attacking. My Rustwing trades pretty well with the Swiftclaw. They're playing some sort of a Bant deck. We'll trade. Second main, they're going to drop a Johnny's Pridemate. I'll be keeping my Exclusion Mage back for when that Pridemate gets big. Or maybe when I have a cancel in hand. Oh, I was able to trade it off. Good, 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 good. So, we're going to drop Loxodon Online Breaker and Lean in Vanguard. Essence Scatter. Well, you're going to regret it once I draw Island number 2 and drop Gin of Wishes, but maybe they have more than one. West Jansen. Let's see what they got. I don't want to run the Snapping Drake out into another Essence Scatter. Or rather run Loxodon Linebreaker out into it. Thornhide Wolves. Well, I could go ahead and drop the Exclusion Mage now. Or better yet, I can drop the Snapping Drake. Give me a flyer. And if they swing, I can take vengeance on the wolves. Alright. We'll see. I may not even be able to take... Well, I'll take vengeance one of them. I'm not drawing land, even though I played 17 land specifically for this reason. Of course, last game I was complaining about drawing a lot of land, so it's just one of those you can't win situations. But I really could use an island. Gearsmith Guardian, straight up 3/5. Alright, through my island. I'm going to go ahead and slow him down a turn by dropping the Exclusion Mage, and bouncing the Thornhide Wolves. I can always double block the Gearsmith Guardian with the Breaker and the Mage. But they definitely have some big fatties here. They may be worried about... Yeah, I think they're worried I may have a... Yeah, they wanted to test the waters. See if I had Essence Scatter against them. They get to kill one of my blockers. They'll take out the Blind Breaker. No big surprise there. Alright, I'm going to take a hit this next turn. I'm going to drop the Djinn, but then I have Sleep to try and finish my opponent off. Like I said, Sleep is a flat-out MVP. Don't even think about it. I see you looking at my Djinn. Don't you do it. Well, as LSV would say, that's unfortunate. So I guess I'm taking 4 this turn. Recasting it this turn. Swinging for 3, put them at 8. I mean, Sleep works no matter what now. Well, now they're going to gain 2 life, which is always a problem. I have lethal on board with sleep, assuming that they don't do anything weird. I don't know. They're not doing anything. Boop the kitty nose for good luck. All right. Let's go for it. No guts, no glory. Does it resolve? They don't have cancel. They resolve. They concede. That'll put me at 4-2, which is respectable. Very respectable. Let's see. Prizes will be, no matter what, I will gain 450 gems in a pack. I have a 30% chance of getting a second pack. Let's do this. Making an ornament for mom and dad. Oh, awesome. Boop the kitty. Boop the kitty. All right. I'm 41 going on 12. What can I say? Keep my opening hand? I get to go first. I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand. Take Vengeance. I'm not going to drop anything till turn 3, but at least it's Shield Mare. Shield Mare's not bad. And they have red. Makes it even better for me, because Shield Mare can't be blocked by red creatures. They're playing Boros. They have Viashino Pyromancer. Draw my island, which is great. Shield Mirror comes down, but I am lacking in the creature department largely. Guess I can anticipate for one. As long as Shield Mare's in play, it's going to slow down their offense. For the moment. Bogger. Brute is a bit of a pain in my butt, though. Menace. Thankfully not Mentor, just Menace. Since I drew another creature, we're going to go ahead and cast the Loxodon Online Breaker. That gives me the ability to block the Menace if I want. I may just let it through and cast Take Vengeance on it, because I really don't want to lose the Shield Mare. Marauder's Axe. Bad for me, good for them. Equip it to the Pyromancer. Do they want to swing with both? No. Well, block. Breaker versus that. Breaker, 1-9. I'm going to go ahead and anticipate for a land. Bad when I have to do that. Oh, it means I have to put Tezzeret in the bottom, though. Tezzeret to my hand. I know. I could have swung with Shield Mare. Tilted about my lack of land. What can I say? Making mistakes now. Not the kind of situation you want to put yourself in. When you put all this land in the deck and you don't draw it, it's like, really? Opponent can swing for 5, and there's not much I can do about it, but it'll slow them down a turn to equip. Then I can untap, cast, Take Vengeance. Spell can't be countered, can't be blocked by blue creatures. Well, I can block it with Shield Mare. did not draw an island at all. Okay, and we are casting. I'll gain 3 life. I can drop Exclusion Mage next turn and bounce their Lightning Mare at the minimum. I may have to restart Arena after this game before the lag gets too bad. Well, I drew a land. It's not the right color, but it's a land. I cannot block the Lightning Mare with my Exclusion Mage, and I only have blue creatures right now. So Lightning Mare comes back down. They have no issues with their land. That's where you want to be. Shield Mare comes down. Oh, well, I guess I'll drop a Plains. Pass turn and Uncomfortable Chill them. Ah, there's the island. And they finally decide to go ahead and resolve without pumping any Lightning Breath skills. There's another Lightning Mare. Alright. Do something even if it's wrong. I'm going to go ahead and drop Tezzeret, because Tezzeret can start making 1/1 Thopter tokens that can block a Lightning Mare. They may be able to kill Tezzeret by pumping up a Lightning Mare, though. Let's see what they decide to do. Slowly. Yeah, you have to individually select them if you're going to attack a Planeswalker. Okay, people, if you do not know how to operate Arena any better than this, please don't play the game. It is extremely frustrating to play against somebody who takes forever to do anything. This is the kind of thing that will get you a slow play warning in a Friday Night Magic or a regular tournament. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and block the Shield Mare because I want to force them to use the mana to kill Tezzeret. Why? I don't know. It doesn't really matter either way. I think this game is rapidly getting away from me. I should have just gone ahead and let them kill Tezzeret with a Shield Mare and kept my creature. It's enough that I'm actually going to cast Sleep just to get a breather turn. Angel of Dawn. Alright. Now, if my opponent does attack out, I can block the Shield Mare with the Angel of Dawn. Linebreaker can take care of Lightning Mare, because it doesn't matter then if they pump. And I might actually have a chance to come back in this game. Knight's Pledge on the Shield Mare. Lovely. Well, I guess that solves that problem. Let's clear the board. No combat tricks, please. And there's a combat trick. Son of a gun. At least Lightning Mare's going away. I mean, I had to block. I didn't have much choice in the matter. Okay, first strike damage. Now you click the button that does regular. There you go. I know how hard it can be for some players to figure that out. And Resplendent Angel is pretty much going to bring this game to an end. Let's go ahead and scry 2. And that's game. 4 and 3, before I get any more salty. Alright, so 4 and 3, better than nothing. A decent showing, I think. But, yeah, if you're going to play Magic Gathering Arena, there's no chess clocks in the game. And so when you play slow, there's no real penalty for it, which means you will frustrate your opponents. Wizards claims to be looking at the players who are intentionally playing slow and taking reports. So if you encounter players who are continually doing it, please report them. Because they don't need to be playing the game. They just don't. When they want to learn how to play at a reasonable pace, then they can play Arena. Until then, they can go to Friday Night Magic where they can irritate other players. So anyway, before I get any more irritated, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. 4 and 3. I stream Friday nights at 7:30 Central Time. You can check out this video will be going up on my YouTube channel. You can check it out by searching for ExParrot 42. Feel free to subscribe or follow, and thanks a lot.